All right, you beautiful souls. Aaron Michael Eschbring here talking about the 6th of March, 2019. This is your daily horoscope. It's a big day. It's a very, very big day. Very big day of the year, all right? So much going on. We have a new moon in Pisces. A new moon in Pisces, all right? At 15 degrees. Neptune is at 16 degrees. They're all right up there together. Uranus finally moves. Its 84-year cycle finally moves into Taurus. Now, I'll be honest, it moved in last year for just a minute. On March 15th through November 5th, okay? Then it retrograded back into Aries to finalize this stuff, to like give us this final push, this final boost of like, you got this, you can do this, you have all the energy, you have all the fire, you have everything you need to move forward. Okay, now today, Uranus finally moves into Taurus, 0 degrees. Now the last time this happened, really the last time Uranus really moved into Taurus was 1934, okay? 1934 was the middle of the Great Depression. We had rations instead of dollar bills. It was illegal to have gold at this point in time in life. The world was very different. On 1934, it was June 6th, 1934 to be exact, when Uranus moved into Taurus, okay? And this is the first day the SEC was created, the Security Exchange Act. And that helped solidify the stock market and make it very, it was backed now, backed by government. It's trillions of dollars. So I would not be surprised to see some very positive things happen here in the crypto world. You know, about a year and change ago, we started a crypto show called Cryptocosm here on YouTube and Facebook. This is a big deal. Money is going to change. This isn't about cryptocurrency right now. This is just daily astrology videos. But this, when Uranus, the Great Awakener, moves into Taurus, the Bull, we're talking about money. We're talking about traditional values. We're talking about mega change. Taurus is the most stable of the earth signs. It is the most stable sign in the zodiac. It's why the moon is exalted in Taurus, because our emotional moon, our emotions all over the place. You're beautiful. Oh, thanks. I'm high. You screwed up at work. I hate my boss. You know what I mean? Like our emotions are up and down every single day. And our connection with our breath, yoga and meditation and balance is, can help make these large waves a little bit less wavy. But, Taurus is that stable earth sign. Here's the 3 earth signs for you. Taurus, when you walk out of your house in the morning, this is the ground underneath your feet. Your porch, your house can stay on this ground. This is solid ground. This is a good foundation to build a house, okay? Perfect. You're not building this on quicksand. This is unstable ground. Taurus, stable ground. The majority of the land we walk on is stable ground. Virgo is not stable ground. Virgo is like the trees and the bushes and the plants that grows every year, blooms and blossoms, and then dies. Grows and then dies. These are giving. This is the giving aspect of why Virgo, the virgin, unowned, is the giver, which is why you see like hospitality, your nurses and your doctors, healers and givers. Me, they're giving, and it doesn't matter. We've talked about this before. It's like if you're taking an apple from the tree doesn't care if you, take one bite and appreciate it, or if you, eat the whole thing or throw it away. It's going to continue to blossom every single year, die, and come back, okay? Mutable sign. Now, Capricorn is like the peak of the mountains and the valleys of the ocean, where great contrast is. It's just like, just because you've been on this hill doesn't mean you've climbed that mountain, and just because you've climbed that mountain doesn't mean you have what it takes to climb Mount Everest. And just because you've scuba doved, I don't know, I've never said that, doesn't mean you're Jacques Cousteau. You know what I mean? It's just like there's great depths to this, the contrast of Capricorn. Responsibility and determination and all this is like, to run a marathon, you have to be prepared. This isn't just walking. Taurus would just be like this kind of easygoing, just walking around the mall, just walking from my house to my car. Stable, solid ground. Stable, solid ground. Traditions. These are things that we're used to, things that we get up every day that we probably take for granted. You know, things. This is things, you know, your house, your money, your bank account, your car. All of these things are now going to be, I don't know, rototilled. You know, it's a fun way to look at it. Like, if you want to plant a garden, you're going to need to take out a rototiller. It's a machine that kind of click, goes like that, and it is going to destroy your yard, but it's going to allow you to plant a garden. So we're kind of rototilling. Uranus being in Taurus for the next 7 years is a rototiller, a whirlwind rototiller, destroying the foundation that you know and everything about it. So bye-bye, old world. We are really moving into a new tradition, breaking traditions and rewriting. Okay, this aspects of, you know, Saturn and Pluto up in Capricorn. This is restructuring our government, restructuring our structure. Uranus is here to destroy that structure, to destroy the tradition. A single bar can be a prison if you hold on to it long enough. Our American dollar has been a bar that we've been holding on to for a very long time. Do not be surprised if we see this dollar change starting today over the next 7 years. Now, the funny thing is, when this happened in 1934, it was on the day. It was on the day the SEC, you know, the president signed the SEC on the day that Uranus moved into Taurus. You know, like, this astrology stuff is it's so much. It's like, okay. You know, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these rules and regulations kind of change rather quickly. Aside from that, so here, hold on, let me just share this. This is kind of cool. So we've been talking a lot. I love this book again, Astrological Mandala. We've been talking a lot about these breakthroughs, self-breakthroughs, the last degrees of Aries, you know, Uranus and Aries. So we'll read this little insert from it being in the first degrees of Taurus. Uranus in the first degrees of Taurus, a clear mountain stream. So this is where we're going. This is where we're going. What we've been through is this breakthrough of self. Yeah, almost rebellious, and this is me and my journey, and I'm not gonna, you know, live under your thumb and be oppressed by you. So now we've broken through this. We're done with this 7.5 years of rediscovering self. And now we come to a clear mountain stream. The pure, uncontaminated, and spontaneous manifestation of one's own nature. How cool is that? 1 degrees Taurus, 0 to 1 degrees Taurus, okay? A clear mountain stream, the pure, uncontaminated, and spontaneous manifestation of one's own nature. Man. To follow that up, like, that's just beautiful in and of itself, to just, like, sit there and think about that, okay? Where we've been to where we're going. Where we've been, what we've been going through. Fighting the good fight until we realize, oh man, I don't have to fight anything at all. I can just be. I can just be that flowing river. Uncontaminated. You know? Uncontaminated, pure. Starting this new cycle, this new journey. The initiation into a new world. A new world is here. It's behind these eyes. It's behind these lips. It lives in this heart. A new world is ahead of us. A new world is ahead of us. New moon, new beginnings in Pisces. Pisces, new beginnings. This is the biggest of new beginnings. This is this open. I'm open to change. You know, I submit. I surrender to change. I surrender my old self into living this new life. Pure. There's not much better to say. It's a beautiful day. Okay, it's a beautiful day. I will end a little bit of retrograde stuff. This is already 9 minutes here. Retrograde stuff, we'll talk about it a bit more tomorrow. But this is, you know, they say these retrogrades to not, like, travel, to not, you know, sign a you know, a deed on a paperwork, or get too serious about something. I'll talk about more tomorrow, but I'm just gonna, right now, all this retrograde just means is it was internal, intelligence and intellect and all of these things, it just means like slow down a bit. Again, I'll talk about it more in tomorrow's video, but it's like slow down a little bit. Make sure that you have all your T's crossed, all your I's dotted, your commas and all the punctuation in the right spot. Make sure your bag's checked, you got your passport. You know, got to get your passport. Make sure you have paid the parking ticket. Make sure, you know, it's just like right now is review to make sure all of these things have checked as we've done. All of these things are done before we move forward. Okay? So it's the new moon, a new beginning, a state of reflection, and really making sure that we have everything for the next couple of weeks, the next 3 weeks, kind of in order, that we're not rushing. That we're not, you know, putting the carriage before the horse, all right? Because it's a good time. We got 3 weeks of this retrograde happening, and then Jupiter's going to retrograde, and then every other freaking planet is going to follow right after that. So bye-bye to that, you know, that really fierce, accelerative energy that we've had at the top of the year. That has come to a slow stop. But now a new journey begins in front of us. And it's a good one. So we'll talk about it more and we'll see you tomorrow.